Wow, so there are still people who refer to people who are living with HIV as having AIDS. Wow, let's get into it.
This is Hlengiwe, yours truly.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Hlengiwe and this is Hlengiwe, yours truly, my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe. Do the most. It's free, so you might as well do it. Without wasting any more time, let's get into today's video. So today we are going to be talking about HIV and AIDS. You know it, I know it, but there are still a lot of misinformation. The stigma is still there, and people still do lack knowledge even though they know about the disease. So that is what we are going to be talking about. I read a statistic online just yesterday, and it says that South Africa has the highest number of people living with HIV in the world. I was in denial. I had to research more online. I was like, I can't believe this. Like, how is this even possible? Like, in the world, you know what I mean? And also last year I read another one that said the highest group that tested positive in 2020 were people aged between 16 and 25. That just broke my heart. I was like, damn, so people start going on ARV treatment from as early as 16 years old. What is happening to our country? Don't we get enough information put out there to learn about this disease, to know how to protect ourselves? You know what I mean? And also, I was just thinking, like, people that are much older who go around dating young people are basically dating them, saying that, oh, basese fresh, they're still innocent. Whereas statistics are showing that these young people are the ones that are getting infected in high numbers, you know. So it's a really big problem. I don't know how we can fix it, when I believe that there is information out there if you need it. We are told and we are taught, schools are teaching about it, the media is teaching about it. You can actually Google the information on your phone if you need it, but why is it such an issue? Why are the numbers rising instead of dropping? So it's those kind of things that I want to discuss in this video. Also, another thing that shocks me is that people are actually dying still of HIV. In 2021, people are dying of HIV. Why are people still dying of HIV? Like, obviously, they're not dying of HIV, they're dying of AIDS when the disease has progressed to AIDS. What causes this? Why would someone die of AIDS when treatment is free, when information is out there, when we have clinics that cater to the needs of people who have HIV? I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. Is it because people are afraid of being stigmatized? Is it because people are defaulting on medication, so they would rather die than a lot of people knowing that they're HIV? No, there's life when you are positive. People are living for 20, 30 years with the virus. Why would you care about what other people think about your status when they do find out? And also, you don't have to disclose to people that you wouldn't necessarily want to know that you are positive. So you can still have that privacy that I don't want to tell people that I am positive. Of course, you have to disclose it to your partner and maybe close family members, but you don't have to go around telling the whole world. But I'm pretty sure that the reason also is because some people go to clinics, they meet people they know, they're like, oh my gosh, now that person knows, might as well never go and pick up my medication again. So they would much rather die. They would much rather die. It doesn't make sense. It's crazy. I really like to touch on topics such as HIV and AIDS because everyone can relate to it. I remember there was this other saying, or was it a slogan for something? I don't know. It said, if you are not infected by it, you are affected. So either way, you are going to, one way or the other, get to face the reality that is HIV. So it's better to be informed. Some of the things that people still need to know is that being infected doesn't mean that you will show the signs and symptoms. The only way to know is if you test. It all depends on whether or not you have a strong immune system or not. Also, another thing is that HIV is not AIDS. AIDS is what happens when you do not take care of the HIV. So if you take care of the HIV, you on treatment, you eat healthy, you take care of yourself, you can live for a very long time. But AIDS is where you are just helpless. They usually say that a person that has AIDS has a maximum of 3 years to live. So you don't want to get there. Take care of yourself if you are infected with HIV. Get on treatment and live a normal, healthy life. Another thing that people don't really talk about is that a person that is positive can protect their baby and give birth to a negative baby. Of course, they have to put the baby on formula and not breastfeed because breast milk does contain the virus. Another thing is that there are two types of HIV, HIV-1 and HIV-2, and this is most common around West African countries. So in West African countries, people do actually test positive for HIV-1 and 2. And what you should know about this information is that if someone has HIV-1 and they sleep with someone who has HIV-2, they get a new infection introduced into their body. So now you don't only have HIV-1, but you have HIV-2. I hope that makes sense. Another thing is that people don't really talk about the fact that HIV is not only spread through unprotected sexual contact. Another thing is that you can be born with it. Another thing is through needles. Another thing is through via accidents or injury, which is very rare, but it does happen. Also, people need to talk more about PrEP. PrEP is a pill that you take if you suspect that you have been exposed to the virus. So it's an emergency pill and you take it within 72 hours post-exposure. It's good also for couples that are in a relationship where one is negative and one is positive. So the negative person can be on PrEP to protect themselves. Another thing is, and also not to forget, PrEP is 95% effective. So that is really high. It's significantly high to protect a person from getting infected if they suspect or if they have been exposed to the virus. It is actually given to HIV patients in hospital. Like if you have been raped, they will give you PrEP to protect you in case the person that raped you is positive. So those are the things that you need to know about the virus. You need to be informed about. There's also talks of gay couples having a very high rate of transmitting the virus more than heterosexual couples. And this is not discrimination. I am informing people, and shout out to gay people out there. Continue using protection and protecting yourselves, but just know that it is much higher for you guys to spread it more than heterosexual people. So let's continue protecting ourselves. Whether you are heterosexual or you are gay, continue protecting yourself, because either way, all people are affected by this disease. So in ending, I would like to end this video on a serious note. I emphasize the word serious because this can't be our future. This can't be the life we accept. If we have the highest number of people living with HIV in the world as a country, that is scary, that is serious. And this high number is influenced mostly by young people. So I would like to say to a young person that's reading this, don't take shortcuts in life. Don't be out here not using protection if you are already sexually active. Don't let anyone lie to you or manipulate you into not using protection. If you are already drinking alcohol, if you are already an alcohol consumer, don't get so drunk that you don't know where you are or what you're doing. Take care of yourself, drink responsibly, use protection. These people that you are trying to get money from, that you're trying to get an iPhone from, that you're trying to get a wig from, some of them know that they are infected already, and they couldn't care less whether they infect you or not. You don't matter to them. You are just their nice time. Some of them are married. So don't let someone steal that bright light from you, your future from you. Always prioritize your health. Your health is everything. Your health is more than material things. Your health is more than a nice time. So please get tested. Please use protection. Because even if I say that don't engage in sexual activities, you're still young, you probably are going to. So you might as well be a smart teenager. You might as well be a smart person in her 20s. You have your whole life ahead of you. You are going to be a boss babe. You're gonna be spending your own money very soon. So what's the rush for? What are you rushing for that you now have to get that iPhone no matter what? You have to get the wig no matter what. Don't look at social media as inspiration and be like, I want that life now. Social media is a lie. You don't even know what some of these people do to get what they get. So be patient for your future. Your future is bright. Your future is what you plan for it to be, but only if you make the right decisions now. And people who are out here sleeping with young people, knowing that y'all are already infected, that is wrong. I really truly believe that y'all deserve jail time for doing that. You might say that they are old enough to know, but they are still immature, and y'all are wrong, dead wrong. So those are my last few words. Let's make sure that graph declines. I look forward to a South Africa where HIV is at its lowest, not this thing of we are the highest in the world. That can't be right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had so much fun recording this, but obviously it's not a nice topic to touch on, but we need to talk about this. It's important. And please, if you are a guardian, a parent, I am a parent and a guardian, so I know that it's important to talk about this. So thank you guys so much. Till next time, Hlengiwe, yours truly. Bye-bye.